Hey guys, welcome back to Aloe's Greenhouse. For today's video, we have the second installment of my Dream Address tour series where I go visit all of my old islands. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos, and hit the bell icon so you get a notification every time I post a video. My videos go up on the 8th, 18th, and 28th of every single month. Plus, I also have a bunch of reels being posted, so if you'd like to see some of my old reel content from like 2022 to around now, be sure to check out my shorts page as well on here. And without further ado, let's get straight into the Dream Address tour. So I started a new island since the last time I filmed a Dream Address tour video. You can see at the bottom of the screen that I've already finished mapping out everything. I just gotta decorate and like move all the houses and stuff. This island is based on the video game Peak, and my house is the volcano. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, but today we're going to go tour a different island. This is the island we're going to be touring today. It's called Baloo. It is a Kidcore jungle core island. I was so excited when I thought of the idea to combine these two themes, and I think it worked together so nicely, as you'll see when we get there. So I kind of forgot that I'm blue, so I'm definitely going to look a little silly when I change into my Dream Address outfit. But the first things first, I would love to show you the map of this island. Look at this freaking island map. I ate with this. The villagers we have on this island are Dizzy, Drift, Shari, Rex, Ketchup, Sydney, Julia, Stitches, Azalea, and Tangy. Here is my island flag. I found it on Pinterest. Over here, we have all of the gifts that I left for the person touring the Dream Address. I left them a lot. Basically, each color is a different fruit outfit. My character within the Dream Address is wearing a pineapple outfit, but the person who tours the Dream Address could choose from almost all of the other options of different fruit outfits. I think I am going to go with the strawberry, which I think is the pink one. Yep. We're gonna be a blue strawberry. Can you imagine if there was a raspberry outfit in this game? Then I could literally be a blue raspberry. Isn't that so cute? And then the blue ones over here are accessories, because there is no blue fruit outfit. And then we'll carry... Let's do the leaf umbrella. Cannot take myself seriously being blue like this, but we're gonna walk over to the airport for the first part of this Dream Address tour. Here's the airport with the little flag. Over here we just have a little basic entrance that you can either go this way or you can go this way. We're gonna go this way first just to see what's over here. We got Dizzy's house. He has this little island enclave thing, and then his little pond. I call it Australia Lake because it kind of looks like it's in the shape of Australia. I didn't really decorate most of my beaches on this island. I kind of just added like little things to make it tie in with the rest of the theme, but I didn't put like builds on the beach like I did with my previous island tour videos like Evercrest. Up this way we get back to resident services, but we're gonna go this way next. Over here we have Nook's Cranny. Something that I really love about this island is how much I was able to use the Mario items, specifically this flower right here. A lot of the Mario items fit in so well with this theme. Over here we got a little beachy part of the island where we can relax and hang out, some surfboards, a lifeguard on duty because this is a Kidcore island and we want to make sure all the kiddos are safe when they go swimming in the beach. And there I am! There's me. What do I say? Hello. Look for the bare necessities. Oh yeah. This island is called Baloo, named after the character from the Jungle Book, because I was like, you know, Disney and jungle. This is a Kidcore jungle island. Up here we have Able Sisters. I love the little sock detail over here. Over this way, we just have a little lookout point. I didn't really know what to put here, so I just kind of decorated it with all the stuff. There was no build that I could have made that like would have looked good in that shape of a terraformed cliff. You know what I mean? Then we have a staircase back here that leads us down this way. We're gonna go this way first. This is the museum area. I decided to keep the museum in the tent this time, but I learned from my last island that if I want to keep it in the tent, I have to pick its permanent spot immediately, and I can't move it again until it's a full building. But I made the museum into like a little kids like science and learning research area. Over this way, this is one of my favorite parts of the island. We have a little hiking trail. So you start over here, you go this way. We have Rex's house. None of the houses are decorated on this island, by the way. But you walk along the path of the hiking trail, and then there's Drift's house over there. This area is just so stunning. I remember this taking me so long to do. I forgot to do this rock, but I left this here for some reason. I literally did not even do that, like with intentionally leaving it there for the dream address. It just kind of stuck. And then over this way, we have the campsite. I don't remember who's in there, but I just scanned an amiibo to make the tent be up in the dream address. And then we have a little fire pit over here. And then down this way, you come back to the front of the hiking trail. Since that's just a loop, you can't really go to anywhere else on the island from there. So we have to backtrack this way a little bit to get to the next part of the island. Next, we're going to go back over here. This is where resident services is again. And then also where I left all the presents for the dream address tourer. But up here, we can go this way first. We have Julia's house. She has a little library, so you guys can read and stuff in her little cute spot. I also did not make a rock garden on this island. Those are incredibly annoying to make, so I decided no on this island, I guess. Over here, we have a cute little seating area next to the river. I love this bowl item right here. I always used to think that it was an acai bowl, but it's actually a poke bowl. But it kind of looks like an acai bowl. Whatever it is, it looks like there's fresh fruits or veggies in there, and that's kind of the vibe that I wanted, and I got it. Over here, we have a lookout point for the hiking trail. This little spot right here is so cool. You can really see how deeply forested this island is, because it's, you know, a jungle. But I used a lot of trees. I remember constantly running out of trees and having to go to Treasure Islands to get more. Over here, we have this little fruit orchard spot. It's not too cohesive of a spot and a little build area, but I think it gets the point across. I don't really have that many fruit trees on other parts of the island from what I remember correctly, so I'm glad I was able to incorporate them where I did. And then down here, we have a little other like water parky type build. This isn't really supposed to be anything. It's just kind of like filler space. Over this way, we have Azalea's house. She has a little flower garden. I love this build so much. And again, the rock. I was really able to incorporate the rocks into my builds and get away with not making a rock garden on this island. I love making little garden builds like this. They're always so much fun, and they're very like adaptable to very different themes. Next, we're going up this way. We're gonna head up these stairs right here, and we have Ketchup's house with a huge vegetable garden. Obviously, we had to give Ketchup her little tomato garden situation over here, but then she also has other crops like sugarcane and pumpkins and potatoes and carrots and stuff. I love this island so much. This island is so nostalgic for me to be on. I also did 2 dream address tours in the last dream address tour video that I made, but I'm not gonna lie, having to do 2 very intricate islands in one video was very overwhelming for me. Honestly, this island deserves its own video for sure. Next over here, we have the secret beach. I didn't really do anything special over here, but I did make it so that it's on the same level as this path, so you don't have to like climb down any ladders or go downstairs to get to it. I love this little path over here. The water path is so fun, and I loved using it in builds and just as a path. And then I put a bunch of like statues around here, but this is really just a path that leads to more stuff on the island. So over here we have Sydney's house. This is her little butterfly area, her little butterfly garden. I love the way that this turned out. I remember not having a ton of ideas for what to do with Sydney's house. I think she was the last villager that I got onto this island, and I honestly just made this little butterfly build out of like materials that I had left over from other things. And then this is probably one of the best things I've ever made in Animal Crossing. Over here we have this beautiful land bridge that leads over to my house. My house is honestly not that interesting. in this island, so I'm gonna let you guys tour it yourselves if you choose to go to my dream address. I'll leave the link to all my dream addresses in the description down below, but I just love this land bridge so much. Like, look at this. Down back this way, this area just leads over to the beach. This beach just has like a bunch of random trees and stuff on it. There are a few more decorated beaches, but we'll get to that later. Coming down this way, we have more jungle. Let's go this way first. This way we have Stitch's house. He has a little toy shop, of course, because he is a little teddy bear. And he has this little dock over here, which everybody's like, oh, I love this dock. Like, it's so cute. Like, Stitches can go, like, fishing or do whatever lazy villagers do. Maybe go swimming. I don't know. But this is literally only here for the sake of the shape of the bear pond or the bear river. Like, to make my island map look the way that it is. So it kind of ended up there by accident. Over here, we go up this ladder, and then we go up this ladder, and we find, thank you. We find pea hands up here. This is Shari's house. I gave her a little, tree house because she's a monkey. And because a lot of people don't like this villager, I figured I would just, like, shun her up on a 3rd level without staircases, you know? I mean, I have nothing against her. I think she's a cute villager, I'm not gonna lie. Takes a lot for me to not like a villager. Over here on this beach, we have a little flamingo hangout. I do not have Flora on this island, but if I did, this is definitely where her house would go. This is the next way to go, right? Yes. Over here, down this way, we have a little picnic spot. This was the perfect time to use the Animal Crossing 1 Year of New Horizons birthday cake item. As the game continued to progress, I wish that we got more of these little cakes. They're so freaking cute. Next, over this way, we have another little path that leads over to the beach, where we have a bunch of little baby turtles that are making their way to the ocean. They're little turtle nests and little eggs. Over here we have the dock. I love this little island map custom code as well. Wait, I just realized on this custom code, the little island in the bottom right corner over here is Cap'n's head. Was that intentional? Probably. I just realized that now though, and I put out this dream address almost 3 years ago. Over here we have a little juice bar, and as you could probably guess, it's Tangy's house. She has her little beachside little sippy sip time area. And then her house is over here. She has her little stalls as well. I love the stall custom codes that I used on this island. All of the custom codes that I used on this island, I'm actually obsessed with them. Over here, we are on top of the bear island that the river is shaped like. This is a little playground area. I didn't really know what else to put here because it is such like an awkward space. I had to create those like awkward small little rivers to get the eyes and the mouth and the nose of the bear. All of the playground items that Nintendo has already were perfect for this build, like the elephant slide and this guy over here. This pool is my favorite out of the pools, but everybody's like, oh, it looks like pee because the bottom of the pool is yellow. Literally, shut up. Literally, I don't care. Literally, no, it doesn't look like pee. Sorry, it doesn't. But actually, that is a weird note to end on because that's the whole island. Thank you so much for watching me tour this island. I miss this island a lot, and I worked so hard on it, and it's one of my favorite and best islands that I've ever done. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it, and that's all I have to say today. That is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. Again, I upload on the 8th, 18th, and 28th of every month. Be sure to hit the bell icon so you get notifications every time I post a video, and follow me on my other socials if you'd like to see when I post as well. I stream on Twitch 3 to 5 days a week. I'm also going to be doing every single episode of Dancing with the Stars on my Twitch channel from now on, so be sure to tune into my streams, especially on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's all I can think of. Do something nice for yourself, do something nice for somebody else, drink some water, eat something yummy, take a nice long shower, stare at the wall, touch some grass, or whatever you feel like. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!